Okay, we know you're probably revamping your diet right now for that New Year's resolution we've all made to eat better. So how about a nutritional change-up for your beer? Wait, can beer ever be called nutritious? Here to weigh in on this vexing question is WSJ's Charles Passy with the Weekend Sip. Charles, thank you. Is it true that you've brought a somewhat more nutritious beer with you today?
You know, nutritious would be sort of a loaded term. I have brought you what is being billed as the world's first high-protein beer.
High protein. Now, well, you're right that that's important. As an adult female, I'm supposed to get, what, 46 grams of protein a day?
It varies on your weight and your height and your stature. But yes, 46 is sort of the target range. For women, yes, and this beer has 4 to 5 grams or whatever. So you can actually get some of your daily protein intake. You know, plus we're also living in the age of the paleo diet, the high protein diets or whatever. So there's that strong consciousness out there.
Who would have thunk it?
Right.
I never imagined that my beer could have protein. So how do they add the protein to this?
Well, you know, whey protein, which is a protein that you often find in a lot of protein drink mixes, is the protein that they are using. The process is pretty complicated because they actually remove certain proteins and then add certain proteins back in, specifically the whey protein. But yeah, they amp up the protein in the brewing process.
So tell us a little bit of the story behind this Mighty Squirrel beer.
Well, they are two guys who are working, of course, naturally in the medical business. But I mean, maybe there was some thought that, you know, we're working in medicine in some ways. But anyhow, there were two guys and they were big into exercise. And there is this thought that particularly after a workout, after a very strenuous workout, adding protein right after the workout is good. So they like to go to the bar after, you know, an afternoon of jogging or playing tennis or whatever. And so they said that's when the thought bubble occurred. We're trying to get protein, but we're here at the bar. What should we do? And they came up with the idea.
Is this a post-workout beer or this is an anytime beer?
It's very much so a post-workout beer. Now, we haven't worked out yet today.
All right, yes. No, I have not worked out yet today.
All right, well, cheers. Let's see.
Cheers. Let's give it a try. Well, I have to be honest with you, Charles, I'm not much of a beer connoisseur. Beer is not necessarily my thing. So I don't know what to say. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, what I would say is, as a beer goes, I mean, it's just not a very flavorful beer or whatever. You know, if I were going for a craft beer, and they are billing this as sort of a craft-minded beer, there's so many better options, I would say, beginning with Samuel Adams. However, there is the protein aspect.
Yes, and you know, if you're trying to be super healthy and you're given a protein beer that's also a light beer.
Well, there's also this. We tried the non-light, but there is a light version as well.
You know, I'd be very likely to grab this.
Well, you know, I talked to a nutritionist, and she said that it's certainly not it's not harmful. Probably not a terrible idea.
Right.
But on the other hand, you don't want to go too far in the alcohol consumption. So.
Well, who says that beer is a good idea in the first place? If this mitigates it a little bit.
It's a bit of a mixed message. So anyhow, there you go.
Charles Passy, thank you so much for that.